Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We are in the BlackBox A340-300. This is a step up from the A330-300. The fact that it has two more engines, one more engine for each wing, and we're currently at Egypt. Just let you know that the scenery isn't properly up to date. Behind me is supposed to be a Terminal 2. They haven't modelled that yet. I hope there's going to be updates for this airport, which will start to include all that stuff. And I don't think there's dynamic lighting either. But hey, we're Air France 503, 503, and we're going from here to Cairo off to Paris Charles de Gaulle. This flight is supposed to take around about 4 hours time, and it's going to be a nice flight with the A340. The flight time isn't meant to be for this sort of aircraft, but it suits me very well. And I think the catering is boarding when the doors are closed. That is one problem with GSX right now. Let's just go and open them all. Ooh, I think they ignore the doors, which is a bit annoying. But yeah. Let me show you behind me. As you can see, there's no terminal buildings there when there's meant to be a massive Terminal 2, which is where this aircraft was meant to take off from. So because there isn't any like Terminal 2 that I currently have, or that there isn't one, so we're on Terminal 3 instead, which is where the Egypt Air do come, but I had to come here. There's no other stands that are big enough other than the ones at the terminal, and all of those are pretty much taken up. So that's annoying. But yeah. Alright. So here's our aircraft, the A340-300. And let's go and get the aircraft set up because the catering is now finished and we need to go and close those doors. What I find really annoying is the audio. I have to reset it every time I go and like change in the cockpit or to the outside. That's a bit annoying. So we connect it up to external power, so we're fine to get the IRSs all lined up. Like so. And I think it does say off. I don't know. It's just a line in 7 minutes, but what we can do is fast align them, which I could do, but right now it's not a massive problem. It's quite dark. Let me get this the dome light on for now. We will be arriving in LFPG, Charles de Gaulle, in the day. Will probably be about. It says about 10 o'clock a.m. That'll be looking good. So let's go and set the barrier reference, which is 1017. I'm just going to double check that. Yes, that's good. We should be taking off in 05. I'm not sure which 05 we should be taking off on. It looks like we're going to be taking off one of them though. Probably do 05 center. Right. Boarding is now starting. The passengers getting on board right now. Technically I got the fuel set up so we can get the seatbelt signs on. Emergency exit lights are already armed, that's good. And therefore we can just come down here for now. And we can go to the init page and set up our flight. So from Cairo to Paris. Like so, align IRSs. And our flight number, like I said, Air France 503, and our cost index is a random 85. I don't know why I do that. Now I'm just getting used to saying 85 instead of like 20 now. If any of you guys know what cost index means, because I'm not properly sure, that'd be great to tell me. So our final cruising altitude will be at a flight level 380. There we go. And our 0 fuel weight, we should be able to punch in. I can tell from the BlackBox pre-flight manager that it is 170.7, and our block fuel is 4.4. I don't know if you have to round down though, but it rounds up to 4.4. No, it doesn't. It's 43. Sorry. 0.6, I would say. There we go. That's a bit better. Wow, have I been doing that the whole time? But hey, 43.6. That's our block fuel. So, that's all set up there. Go to the flight plan, do our departure. So like I said, 05 center we're going to be going out of. No transition, no SID at this airport. Going to do direct from there. Direct to CVO, which is the Cairo VOR, which is going to be the one that's 1 nautical mile away from us. And we've got a lot of airways to do from here. I'll do that off camera. So I'll see you in just a minute. Goodbye. Right, well, welcome back. Just finishing off the last couple here. So from the UM729 we're going to DJL. Find it. There we go. And this is the last one, which will be UN854, which is just off to Tinil, like so. So right, we are step climbing up to well, starting off at 340 all the way up to KRK. I thought I saw it then. KRK is here. Let me just line this up so I can see it properly. That's going up to 340. Like so, and that's it really. Doing a massive step climb. Don't know why. It does say at Timpu we could go up to 360, but I don't think that's going to make much difference. We're just going to get there and then we're going to climbing up again, which is going to be the problem. But hey, that's all step climbs is. Perf. We can do the perf in a minute. Just going to check outside, checking if everything's alright. We got Egypt Air. I don't think I'm actually parked in the right place here. Yeah, I parked an A346, which is I'm meant to be on the A343, which is just a tad further back. But it's not much of a big deal. Right, let's go and get the APU started up, and maybe some lights would be nice if we can get some lights on first, because I will need it before we get taking off. So, intake, and over here as well. Get them down here, like so. I think passengers have finished boarding. I can double check by seeing, yeah, just baggage loading now. Let's go and close that door then. And go back to the perf and let's get rid of the jetway, as we don't need that anymore. Right, passengers are fully boarded. We can be sure to start up the APU. You're gonna wait for flap open, and then there we go. And starting up the APU. You're gonna wait for the APU bleed soon. We'll get that on in a minute. So we are doing a let's go and double check the runway length so I can make sure we don't have to do flaps 2 for our takeoff. So 05 center is our runway today for takeoff. Which is 3,900. Yeah, we get away with flaps 1, and then we're going up of 3.5. We're not that heavy actually, to be honest. Our takeoff weight is about, I don't know, I can't see how far off it is from the max takeoff weight, but it's definitely not that far off. So V1, VR, and a V2 can go in like so, because those are V speeds, and we're going to be flexing to temp of let's put 25 in. I meant to say 45, which should give us, well, it doesn't know yet. IRSs will align in 1 minute as well, which is good, bang on time. That's perfect actually. Let's go and set up the MCP now. CSTR, which is all the waypoint, things that tell you about the waypoint. Let's go and set this up to 1000, and then we can scroll all the way up to 380. Like so. It's a bit of a weird departure. I think I could get rid of that CVO. I think I did the flight plan a bit wrong. Let's check if that works. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's perfect. Right. So yeah, we're just waiting for the everything else to get going. Irises have aligned. Let's go and get the AV bleed on. External power can come off. And let's just wait. Let's go and make sure we can set this up to 2000 first. So. And it's not much until... Wait, why are those lights on? Okay. I don't know why that light was on. We can probably get the... That's reminded me, we can get the wing light on. That'd be nice. Right. You can see like that little thing there, projecting the light onto the tail. Air France. Yeah, it's not much longer until the baggage is finished, so let me cut the video and I'll see you once it's finished. Right, I'm back, but it hasn't completely finished. Aftercargo is literally just doing its last one, just there. It's just now gone in, like so. See the wing light blur there. I think they're just random textures. I don't think actual light has been modelled there. Yeah, there's no actual light that's been modelled. It'd be nice if they could model that black box, unless it's just the texture. The texture just could be the thing there while that's not loading. So that should be finished now. We can probably go and close that door. It is going down now. Let's go and close that door then. And this one, well, that thing that carries the baggage is now gone. This will be coming soon, and we can get on our way. I say so, but I don't know, it's going to take too long. That's weird lighting there. Come on. Look at this. It's crazy. Let's just go and see this noise. I have to like reset it. It's really annoying. Right. Don't know if you can actually hear it on the video, but hey. So I'm going to click prepare for pushback, and it's just going to wait until everything's finished. So let's go and get the beacon light on. Let's go and get the fuel pumps on. I'm going to go nose left. Let's go and get all the fuel pumps on. IRSs have aligned, fuel pumps are on. APU is good, it is available, that's what we want to see. The bleed airs are on, so packs on auto, therefore the engines can start. And we're looking good there. Just waiting for the push tug thing. And we're also waiting to close that door. God, that went out. That went, okay, it's just going into that 737 then. I just missed it, but hit the jetway. Wow, this is a beefy tug. This actually fits the aircraft. Sometimes we get like massive tugs for like the dash, and it annoys me. Got a Lufthansa. I think that's an A320. Yeah, A320 off to Frankfurt, most likely. I'm not sure properly, but it'll be going off to Germany for sure. It's only 4 hours away. It's not that much of a flight for the A320, sorry. But yeah, we care about our own aircraft by BlackBox. A340-311. Right, okay. Parking brakes are released. Of course, we shall start at will. So, that means we shall start at will, I think, hopefully. It's not tricking us or anything. Right, don't see why it would trick us. So, let's go to perf page. Just there, and let's go and get 1 and apparently 2 and 4 started up. That's ET30 texture glitch leaking through there. That's weird. There's another texture problem. Might need to go and fix that. There's a Marshall there. Yeah, it is a bit sunrise now, so we're gonna get some bad FPS. Hopefully not for the takeoff. Hopefully it gets a bit better. And yeah. So it's not that much of a taxi down to 05 Centre actually, so that's good. I think that has got a bit of a broken texture. Of course it has. The scenery isn't properly updated amazingly, as you can tell, but it is a Cairo airport, which is lovely. Go to Egypt. Right, let's go and set up number 2 and 1. And we can see them spooling up there. Hopefully get a good landing today. I have practiced, which is why I done the 747 last flight. So I've been practicing. I think there's a wire that is clipping in. Don't know why. Oh yeah, so I have been practicing the landings for this, and in my past landings I haven't got too bad, and there's no bounce, which is good. I hope the pushback finishes soon, and we can get on our way to France. Don't think we'll be needing these for takeoff. Sadly, we can't get a timer going, so it's going to do the chrono for the actual departure. I'm just going to make sure that is it actually transition altitude is 18,000. No, it's not. Set that up. It's actually 4,500, and that's all good for the thrust reduction. Parking brake is set, I think. Yeah, that's good. So all engines are fired up, ready to go, and let's go and do our flight control check. We can do that because we've got pedal disconnect there. Well, it's not disconnected now, but it will be. So rudder full left, full right. Let's take a look outside as we do this. You see the rudder there moving up and down. Right, full left. Looking good, full right. All the way up. All the way down. Don't know if you can be able to see that on a small device, but there you go. That's that done. We're going to do our trim, which is meant to be 3.5, was it? Yeah. Like so, that's all good. Let's double check. Yep. Looks like this taxi line's a bit stretched here. The scenery is not quite so good right now. But hopefully the tug can get out of the way fast because I want to get going. Let's go and get the turn-offs on. And to go outside and back in to see the lights. It's really annoying. Don't know why it does that, but the black box has got a lot of stuff to do by going in and outside of the cockpit. Yes, but forward is not clear. So get out of our way, please. It's taking its what? It's taking its time. There's an aircraft over there. I think it's landing on 05 right. Right, again, let's make sure that flight control page is off. Let's go and set flaps 1. That's what we asked for. Ignition can go back to normal now, and we can get the TCAS to TA, and make sure that heading's all. Make sure everything's set here. That's good. And there's nothing else other than a taxi light which can come on, which obviously doesn't actually turn on until we go outside and back inside the cockpit. Thank you, BlackBox, for doing that. Right, let's go and get the some power on the engines here. Let's arm the spoilers. And auto brake come to max. I don't know if this is a thing on my end with all these problems, but I don't know. Right, let's go and put the tiller to active, and takeoff config is normal, which is good. Oh, we're gonna clip that Egypt Air thing there. Don't know if we are. You might just miss it. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. No, maybe not, maybe not. I did say we're going to be fine. We're not at all. So, Egypt Air A320, is that? Yeah, I don't know if it's Egypt Air, is it? Yes, of course it is. It's got the, whatever that is. I think it's a Sinks. I'm not sure. Right. Bring in some more power, and let's go and get the weather all good. We are quite heavy though, even though we don't have a lot of fuel in. Our dual fuel weight is pretty much put to the max here. but our max takeoff weight is not. Let's try steering in a cinematic view. You can see I've got full left on the rudder. It doesn't do that well. It did alright actually that time. Sometimes it like does not want to steer, which I find very unusual. And I'm gonna find myself I can't see anymore. One annoying thing about this airport, you're gonna taxi all the way around, but luckily we're just taxiing there straight up. That'd be nice to just go straight up into there. But hey, at least get the full runway length. Is that Egypt Air A330? I can't tell what that is. No, I think it's A321, is that? Yeah. A321. And they got a lot of Egypt Air A330 there, A320 or 19 maybe. Can't tell between A320s and 19s. If you guys know a massive difference, that'd be nice to know. Those aircraft are literally just touching each other. Okay, I think, yeah, that's a bit stupid there. I think those gates aren't meant to be for those enormous aircraft. Right, I'll do the throttle to just come around the corner. We are going a bit, well, not too fast, but relatively fast. Right. Yeah, it wasn't that fast actually. We are making this corner quite well. Can we see that aircraft that landed? It's quite foggy. Yeah, there it is. It's an Egypt Air. I think it is. It's blue. Yeah. I think that's the new livery. Can't tell. But yeah, I think it is. Right, let's go inside the cockpit now, and let's go and get all the lights on. See, now I've got everything on, it just works. So, well, see the lights turned on, which is annoying. So all the landing lights are on. Strobes, let's make sure they're forced to on. And we're good to take the APU off. I forgot to turn that off, but hey, don't come off now. If it will, there we go. Handle the throttle. There's no aircraft on the runway, which is good. That 737's miles away, and let's go and get going. So let's line up here, or slightly line up, and turn off that so we can get the pedal going. And let's go and start the chrono. Make sure we go to flex there. Make sure it says command flex SRS runway. You see the audio is a bit crazy right now, and let's go and line up the aircraft. Like so. Straighten up here. Airspeed is alive. On shaders. There you go. Just love this view. Sorry I'm flicking it in and out and everything. I'm just trying to keep in line on the runway. Right, there's 100 knots. Passed ages ago. Make sure our VR is 153. That's good. Right, there's V1. Rotate. Positive rate of climb. Let's go gear up. That's looking good. It took like 50 seconds to take off there. Yeah, you can see it's still quite basic around some parts of the airport there, which hopefully the guys who make the airport will get that going soon. But right now we've got the main terminal 3 up and running, but that's all we really need at this airport. Don't know what that noise is doing. Hopefully that goes away sometime. Oh yeah, I think there's the land altitudes are changing, so that's just going to be that for now. There we go, that's finished now, because we're probably 1,500 feet above the land there, so we're good now. Right, let's go and reduce the throttle to climb. Like that. And as soon as we get to that S, we can bring the flaps up because that's the slat speed. Probably turn off the wing light. See some of the runway there. I think that might be the... That's 2-3 right there actually. And that's a lot shorter than the other two runways. That's only 3,300 meters. I don't think that runway is used for commercial use as well. Right, let's straighten up here. Hopefully we get accelerating a bit faster as we come around the corner. We do lose a bit of lift as we go around the corner. Actually, I'm going to bring all this all the way up. And finishing off the turn. And hopefully get through the clouds. This is almost as foggy, but I think this is more of a sandstorm that we saw sometimes in Dubai. Yeah, it might be fog or sand. I think it might be sand, but there is no sand down there, which is a bit of weird. And there are also cars driving on the fields, not on the actual roads. Right, straightening up now, that's good. Bring the flaps up to 0. And that should make us accelerate a bit faster. Which means we can climb just a tad faster, not by much. Yeah, we're not really climbing that much, are we? We are quite heavy, to be honest. I was going to wait till we get to standard pressure, then we can go into the cinematic shots of the aircraft as it's in cruise. We should be passing over a bit of Greece, a bit of Italy, and finishing off probably over Austria, and ending in France. Right, there's a standard pressure we can go and set up, like so. There's no need to do anything down there, that's good. I hope you enjoyed our takeoff out of Cairo in Egypt. I'll see you down in the descent, which will be into Paris, Charles de Gaulle. I hope you enjoyed the cinematics. Goodbye. Hey guys, welcome back to P3D. We have some very odd looking terrain down there. We've got snow and no snow patches, which is a bit unusual. That is what you get with P3D. Well, not just P3D, I think it's a FTX Global which is doing that. I think the temperatures are just, yeah, I think it's the temperatures that are making that happen. It's a wonderful view. Well, we did have it with the terrain, but now the terrain is gone. And let's go and jump back inside the cockpit. And yeah, the aircraft does like to get a bit lower than it should be. You can see the purple ball is way higher than actual where we are. I just try to keep the speed up. I don't know if that would help. It did do a bit of help, but not that much, to be honest. So that's that. So I'm doing my official planned approach landing. Which is what I decided just before we started the video ages ago, 4 hours ago, which was landing on 08 right, which is the most southern runway at Charles de Gaulle, and just passing 18,000 feet there, and so just going to wait here for now really. Pretty much all the engines have used 6.6 tons of fuel, which is nice. We've got 17 tons left. It's a bit less than we expected. We had quite a bit of headwind coming up north to Paris, but that's that. You get that sometimes. So, the current weather situation is 1021, which is our QNH, along with a temperature of 4 degrees. And we've got one surface winds of 130 at 11, that might change, who knows. Transition altitude of 5,000 feet, that's looking good. And our ILS slash decision height, which is this one here, is a 536. We would have put an MDA if we were doing a localizer approach. That is without the glide slope. But we're doing an ILS, which is localizer and glide slope. So our minimums is a lot lower than the localizer one. You can see it's bouncing around, none of the purple dots here now. It's really annoying. I just gotta live with it. It's still beta, like I said. We're not doing a circling to land at runway 08 right or 08 left. So our minimums isn't going to be that. It's not going to be 1,000 feet. But what we are going to do, we have to go off. We have to do a heading and change our approach, because you see we're going straight in, and then like out there, then back in. I don't know what that is meant to do. But I think this approach was made for the other runways. So yeah. Right. So we should be holding at 150 until we reach this waypoint, hopefully. But yeah, hopefully the aircraft realises that. This is wonderful. I just love this view. Wish I had some more terrain now. The clouds are pretty populated down there. Yeah, it is quite foggy. I do say foggy because at Paris, that is. Because our visibility is 1.3 miles. It's just updated. It's literally just updated. Changes the hour for the weather. Literally just update. Okay, it's now cloud 100 and it's not foggy at all. So not 1,000. The winds are now 100 at 10, and QNH is 1022. Oh wow, I just have to update all of this. Okay, that's fine. That's it really. And yeah. So now, okay, now the visibility is 4.3 miles, 7,000 meters. So we can see the whole runway when we get down the ground, which is nice to see. So from about 4 miles away from the airport, we should be seeing the runway, which is good. The runway lights, hopefully, we should be seeing a bit further than that. But hey, I'm going to start descending again, which is nice, down all the way down to, I'm going to say, about 5,000 feet, because that is when the ILS starts, and I just want to cruise at that altitude so we can line up with the runway. So what I'm going to do is set our heading to what we are currently heading at, Obviously the vertical speed will be a bit different, but I can adjust that just to keep on our VNAV here. I'm going to bring down the speed to 300 now. Don't know if there's a max speed setting coming through here. There isn't a max speed, but actually there was one on the other side, so I'm assuming we should be when I say other side, I mean like the other star, which is the DJL, the max 280 knots. Actually no, there is one here. Okay, well we're going a bit too fast for that, but I'm going to bring it down to 175. Hopefully the aircraft slowly slows down to that to get that speed. I'm going to bring this to 1,700 feet per minute of descent rate, and just going to bring out the speed brakes so the aircraft can slow down. Let's give it a nice round number to 270. Sorry. Yeah, should be landing at a landing speed of 127. It'll be slower as soon as we get less fuel on board. That's that. So seatbelt signs are on, and no smoking is good. We've got nav, we've got beacon, we've got strobe. That's looking all good for our approach. It's a bit laggy actually. Got a bit of clouds. No worries. Hopefully it won't be too bad of a lining up. But that waypoint there is when that's the start, I think, of the no, it's not. No, it's not. I lied. There's another waypoint before that, isn't there? No, there isn't. That is a lie as well. Should be there. Okay. Well, this is going to be tricky. So let's bring the descent rate a bit more then. Go back to the perf page on the approach. Bring that heading just a tad to the left. Let's take a cinematic view of this aircraft. Wow. Got the sun there, got a little clouds. That's looking good. Zoom in a bit. That'd be nice. And now we lose the cloud there, the sun. See the lens flare. So we should be arriving at Terminal 2E, which is a quite nice, not quite, very nice terminal at the airport there. We've just gone past that desired VNAV there, so it's going to bring down the vertical speed to 1,600 feet per minute, and lights can come on now. It's just past 10,000 feet. And actually we just probably ding the seatbelt signs. Let's bring it to a nice 1,500, and speed brakes can go now. Don't know if they're going to do that much difference, but right, let's bring the speed right down to 250. Along with this vertical speed, you might need to keep it like 1,000, a bit slower than what the VNAV says, because we are going a bit further out than what we're actually doing, than the actual VNAV is saying. So, yeah. Looks like our go round as well is at 5,000 feet, which is nice. Oh, there's a weird lighting there. It gets dark as soon as we look in the centre of the cockpit. Yeah, so if you haven't seen the another Charles Gaulle video, I think I got one out there, not sure. But just to let you know, if you haven't seen this airport before, it is absolutely enormous. I mean enormous. It's a very large airport. You see I'm just trying to line up the camera with the white and red dot, which is what the real world pilots do. If they line it up, they know they're in the right position. It's like about there or two. And because we can just see the red one, we can't see the white one because it's covered by the red dot. Is that clickable? I don't want to click that, click the wrong thing. Oh, it's just that, okay. yes, if all system failures fail, you've got a compass just in case. Right, I'm going to divert us off course just a tad. It's about 290, 288, I would say. Pretty good one. And we're just about to enter the clouds. Yeah, we literally are just about to enter the clouds. We're going in now. Got a bit of a lag spike here just because of, well, just because of the airport, which is massive, like I said. So hopefully it's P3D version 4 compatible, and that should mean we've got some good frames coming up. Right, 280, sorry. And our final heading should be at 085, which is our heading that we should be going into the runway. So we're going to be using well, I don't know if you should be doing a medium. The runway is 2,700 meters long, so I might just go to low. We are very light, so low auto braking. And going to go about probably just a normal on the reverses, so idle reverse. Pretty much, we can see a bit of land coming through now, which is nice to see. And it's going to wait here at 5,000 feet. Slow down this vertical speed here. The aircraft will do it itself, but I don't trust the aircraft that much. Right, let's bring the speed down to 200. Oh, it takes a while to scroll on this aircraft. I wish they had some algorithm. The longer you scroll, the quicker it does things. Right, 270. It should be our final heading until we turn around. It's going to be holding at 5,000 feet for now. Aircraft will slowly make its way down into its desired speed. I'll just take off standard pressure here to 1022. Like so. Go back on the vertical speed just to get us down to 5,000 again. Right, looks like the runway is about 300 feet elevation. Which is why the ILS is 200 feet above. ILS is always 200 feet above the touchdown zone. Well, touchdown altitude, that is. It seems quite loud. There we go. See the ground down there. That's crazy. Yeah, the audio is really annoying. I had to reset it, and by literally turning off the sound and turning it on via the Q key is what I've set it to. So yeah, this is not actually the final waypoint of the ILS. That's just 1,800 feet. We should be going about there, which is where we're turning about. Just a subtle left turn. And I'm going to bring this down to 10 nautical miles. That would be 20. I'm going to bring that up the ILS once we get turning. Right. Let's go and bring this up to 220 actually. I think that seems suitable as we're just sitting here at this altitude. So we're passing the glide slope altitude of 2,000 feet. Soon we'll reach that 5,000 feet one. And once we start turning, gonna really slow down the aircraft just before the turn, so we can actually turn. We're literally gonna be passing over the Eiffel Tower by now. Don't know if it's modelled in the sim. Not over it, but just to the left of us will be the Eiffel Tower. Come over soon. Don't know if it's modelled within the scenery, but a lot of these look like custom buildings, so hopefully it's modelled. I don't know if they've done it, but hey, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Visibility is quite low. There's a tall building there, but I can't see any Eiffel Towers around. I mean, there's only one. And we're 4,000 feet above it. Literally, it's to the left of us now. And the visibility is getting even worse. I don't know, we're not going to be able to see it. No chance. Right. So, let's go and bring the speed down now. Just about to turn. So let's go to about 190. What's our approach speed? 131. Seems suitable enough. Oh, we'll be down on the ground soon, hopefully. Right, let's go set flaps 1. Well, not flaps, it's just slats. When you set that to 1, increases the surface area of the wings. Right. There we go, it's 190. And we can pretty much get our turn going. So I'm going to get that all set up. I'm going to make sure we get the approach as well. So if you catch the localizer or the glide slope, we can get that going. We see just past the 5,000 meter mark. So let's go and spin our aircraft all the way around to 360, and then we'll straighten up. And then we're going to start turning again. Once I'm happy, go and bring this down to the slat speed. Set flaps 2. .360 is coming up. Bring the speed down to 170. Got an aircraft over there. Bring the aircraft all the way around to 085, or just so we can intercept the ILS would be nice. Like 060 would be good, or localizer, sorry. If we can catch that. Don't know how good I am going to be at lining this up. Let's bring that ILS display up so we can see. Let's bring this all the way around to 085. I think we can actually straighten out now. That'd be good. Right, 150. Glide slope should be coming in soon. And the localizer. I don't know why the localizer bar hasn't come in yet. We're very close to it. Gonna slowly line ourselves up. So we're on the glide slope, that's good. Make sure the throttle's idling. Localizer will come in soon. There we go, localizer is armed and lovely jubbly. Just gonna make sure 085 is set up here. If you have to do a go around, that's nice. So the approach is set. I think we're going to be doing a full automated landing today. The approach phase is active, which is nice to see. Well, I think it's active, I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. Let's go and bring this down to our approach speed by let's quickly set up our flaps first to full. On the speed brakes. That's lovely. And what's this? 131. I'm gonna keep it at 140 for now, until we get a bit lower into the airport. Yeah, apparently we're not actually. I lined up yet with the localizer, so we're still going to bring the aircraft round. Make sure it lines up. It's coming in now. Okay, let's just keep on 083 because I just want to. We don't have a very nice crosswind as well. Not sure how the aircraft's going to do with an auto land. Hopefully it goes slightly well. Right, heading a 085. Right, it's going to go on the nav for now until we reach that, and then I'll go on the localizer. Because we haven't actually reached the localizer altitude yet, which is at 2,000 feet, I just realised. So that's the problem. Why we weren't catching any localizer then. Just realised. Flaps are full. I think we configured a bit too early there. And once again we just passed the Eiffel Tower, which will be about just literally in line with us now. Got a lovely crosswind. Autopilot 1 and 2 is active. At 2,000 feet the localizer should kick in, which will get us lined up with the runway. And I'll get the gear down at 2,000 feet as well. I'll also bring the speed down to a suitable speed of 131. The first time trying out the BlackBox aircraft, when I first got it, this aircraft fell out of the sky when I was doing my approach speed, which is a bit alarming. I hope that doesn't happen this time. If it does happen, I'm sorry. But one that will be on the ground. So, just past 2,000 feet there, so let's get the gear down. Should be getting the localizer soon, ever so soon. Apparently just passing it now. Yes, alright, you can moan at me all the time. Right, let's bring this manual heading up here, because this is not actually happening. Don't know why it's not lining up the localizer. Probably had to click that. Shut out. I do. There we go. Okay, no, we know we do. We actually do. You guys probably shouting at me the whole time. I'm sorry. You can see 08 left in the background there. We can't see 08 right because the runway is a bit further back than 08 left. It is a shorter runway. It is used for the landings. The longer runways are used for the takeoffs. You can just see the 08 right coming into view now. Yeah, we're probably going to do an auto land for this aircraft today. Trying to make sure the aircraft doesn't go completely idle because it might fall out of the sky. I do not like that. So let's go and set the approach speed. It's looking good. Descent rate is going stable. Nose is pitching up a bit, which makes it stall. And when it comes like this in the glide slope and it tries to catch it up, then there is a goddamn aircraft there. Goodbye. How does it not know what I am? Right, just turn it off and on. Sometimes that helps.
500.
I can just feel the aircraft about to plummet into the ground. I don't know why. I don't know if you can feel that, but I'm really scared right now. It doesn't happen on the A330, but it did happen on the A340 the first time I tried to fly this.
300.
It's looking good. The AFCAD's looking amazing. It's actually doing it really well. Yeah, the 3D grass is amazing at this airport, you have to say. That's the only downside. But everything else, performance is amazing. I love P3D version 4.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. Drive.
Right, idle throttle. Touchdown. Idle reverse. Aircraft is slowing down. Let's line up. I'm pretty much full left on the rudder here. It's not doing much. Full left on the rudder. It's crazy. Right, there's 60 knots. Let's really break this aircraft. Well, not break it, but slow the aircraft down. Let's set the pedal disconnect on so we can steer off here, which is where I wanted to be, which we happen to be very nicely done. So, that exit there was indeed, I think Navigraph charts has crashed. I got to reload that. That's annoying. I know roughly where I'm meant to be going, so I'll just go and do taxiing. It's going to be taxiing for now, while that just crashes. So let's close that down and reopen it up. It will just show up on this right now, so that's going to be good. Right, let's go and clear up the aircraft. So, flaps all the way up. Speed brakes are gone. That's lovely. Right. Chase plane's now crashed. Right, okay, we're back here, and I'm going to steer up the aircraft again. Right, let's go left. I don't know why chase plane doesn't respond to this aircraft. It's very annoying. I have to say that. And I think we're good to cross the runway right now. So, yeah, there's no aircraft on the runway. That's good. Yeah, we're all looking good there. Let's go and request GSX for the parking. So we should be coming up to gate E's, and we're going to go for the heavies. So 10 will be lovely. Right, we just crossed both runways now. We can turn off the landing lights. I'm going to turn off the turn-offs because that's looking good. And we can go and get the APU started up. We can turn off the bleed for now. Apparently speed brakes is allowed. I told them to go away. I think we just missed our turning. Yes, we did. Well, it's going to have to bring the aircraft all the way around. Big airport, this is. And the braking system on this BlackBox aircraft isn't what I expect it to be. Let's go and reset everything up here, like so. And spin this around. Straighten up. Bring a bit of power back into the aircraft so we can get taxiing a bit faster. Should have stopped the timer there. So it must have been about 4 hours and let's say 15 minutes. Apparently the autopilot's still on. Probably because the flight directors are still active. That's one of the reasons. There we go. ILS. The flashing ILS button is now gone. So our gate, I believe, should be just GSX. You should see just here somewhere. I think that's our tug there, and I can see some stuff around there, which is lovely. Let's see if I can get the one which is closer to us, which would be nice. Which should be like an E34 or something. E20, E32, E34, which is lovely. So that's right here. That's even better for us. Shorten the video down, and upload speed will be fast. Not upload speed, but upload time will be faster. Idle the throttle. Slow the aircraft down to about 10 knots, or ground speed. And slowly bring the aircraft in. I think we're good to turn off our taxi light, actually. We're good to see everything. I think I should turn... Yeah, I did turn off the strobe. I don't know if I fully turned it off. No. I think that was fine turning it to auto, because it probably realised we're off the runway. So we got a bit of a crazy turn in here. Right, gonna full left, really slow the aircraft down. Hopefully don't park a bit askew, which is a bit lopsided like that. That's what I do not want to do. Just jinx that. Yeah, we are parking a bit askew there. So if I come to the left a bit, then straighten up when I see that back wheel just about to line up there. And pretty much park on that 340. Yeah, I think that'd be good. Straighten up all the way. That is fine for me. The aircraft takes forever to slow down. So park and brake is set. Let's make sure it is. I don't know why I didn't. Now it's set. APU is on and it is available, which means it's giving the aircraft power. Shut down the engines like so. You turn the TCAS back to standby. We can reset the chrono now. That can go. We can finish off the NCP. Didn't know why I didn't do the other side. Those CSTRs can go. The marshaller just disappeared out of nowhere. That terminal looks very empty. And engines now shutting down. Let's update the sounds inside the aircraft. Beacon light can now come off. And IRS is off. Seatbelt signs, not no smoking. Seatbelt signs can go. Control FJ, operate jetways. Jetways operating, that's nice. And probably going to request deboarding. It's going to wait for other services to complete, which means this is going to get the once the jetway is connected up, it'll finish off everything else. So engines are shut down, APU is started up. You can see the IRSs have underlined there. It's going to take a while for this jetway to connect up, but it'll do it someday. Just gonna get the doors open. Right, there we go. The door is open. The jetway is connected up. The baggage is coming up now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed our flight today with Air France from Cairo to Paris. And yeah, next flight will be an A340-311, and that will tick off our mini BlackBox series. Actually, we do have one more aircraft. We've got an A330 freight. I don't know if you're going to be doing one. Could do like a custom freight route, because I don't know many airports that use. I don't own any airports that use many freight. It's a major terminal thing, except Heathrow. But hey, I hope you enjoyed the flight today. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.